Hey, it's the Chubby Bartender Podcast with your host, Jason Gillum and Chad Reynolds. With a special guest each week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Man, I'll tell you, wife and I are looking at maybe buying a house, selling ours, getting a new one, don't know what to sell it for, don't really know how much we want to pay for the new one, where we're going to go. I'll tell you about it, Strauss.
Well, Chad, I tell you who to call. Come with me. I'm Chris O'Boyle. How can I help you?
Hey, Chris, I hear you're the man to see. I'm trying to list my house.
Let's go, Paul.
Great.
Hey, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, boys? How we doing?
Hey, doing well tonight. Doing well.
Hey, we got some people to talk about before we get started with our guest. Who's it going to be?
I was going to ask you about earning the day.
Oh, where at?
AP prep.
AP prep over at Chillicothe.
Yeah, have you
Ohio?
taken that boxing class yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'll just tell them now. I don't know that I'm man enough to take the class, and I'll admit it.
Oh no, you got this. Anybody can do it at AP Prep, and you can see when and where to do it at apprep.info. So they have a full schedule over there. You can They have their schedule fully posted. Online. So log in, apprep.info, check them out.
Yeah. Hey, if you were going to build something, who would you call?
Yeah, probably 286-0800, Geiger Brothers Construction, Scott Massey and the boys.
Yes. Boy, they can do just about anything.
Just about anything.
Hey, if you've got a hard project, if you need some engineering solutions, give them a call.
Yeah, they need a job. I'm sure
best
they're
in the
probably
biz.
hiring right now.
You better believe
And where's
it.
another place that's hiring? We got a new one on board.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, how about you?
mean, hey, I hope he's as glad to be here as we are to have him.
Glad to have him. Yes, Mr. Larry Kidd and the Hire organization down at 135 East Huron Street. Do you know anybody looking for a job?
Yeah, if they are,
that's where you call.
This place will put you to work.
They have a long list. There's like 90,000 jobs in Ohio right now available.
Wow!
And the people down at Hire, so the business name is called Hire. So you can get on hire.com and just put in your information if you're looking for a job. They are not only looking for temporary positions. They are headhunters. They look for skilled candidates for different positions. So there's lots of stuff. If you are somebody and you're not happy where you're at, reach out to those guys and just kind of tell them your situation, and they'll place you somewhere that wants someone just like you. So
absolutely, what a great idea! Perfect for this time.
I've seen them do this. I've seen them. You name your salary, and if you've got the skills, they'll go out and try to find it for you.
That's great.
So give those guys a call at the Office Commons. I don't know their phone number right now. I should probably know that. We'll get that to you.
We'll flash it up there.
We'll flash it up there. But I know you can get on hire.com. So
there you
give them a
go.
call.
Okay. Hey, man, let's talk about the best apple fritter in Jackson County and the MacArthur area. We're talking McDonald's.
Oh, my, yes.
Your McDonald's restaurants. The Munn family has been serving the communities that they're in for over 40 years.
Over 40 years, yes.
Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, and MacArthur.
Wonderful family. Got a daughter. Just graduated. Yeah. Congrats, Maddie. Just graduated from WVU. Yes, she is going to be
Let's go Mountaineers.
Yes.
Let's go drink some beers.
Their youngest daughter is at Duke.
Yeah.
So not only does he have the recipe for the best apple fritter in the land, he's got the recipe for two pretty smart kids.
Bringing out some smart ones there, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, it's probably Sarah.
There's no doubt.
Yeah,
I mean, we grew up with Brad.
We know.
I mean, I'm not saying the guy is below average intelligence.
But I mean, we know where the brains are.
Sarah. Yes.
Yeah, completely Sarah.
Absolutely. So go see the Munns at McDonald's. Yeah. They give back as much as the whole time they've been in business. So.
Yeah, and they're just down the hall from
Gillum Insurance.
Yes.
So, have you been doing a lot of quotes lately?
Yes, I tell you what, did 4 this morning, right off the rip. It was just phone calls, messages from yesterday, just getting caught up. And
auto, home, farm, commercial, life
everything.
Insurance.
Anything, just we're insuring just a crazy amount of stuff right now. The big thing is now is do summer toys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, side by side
New
rates are
boats,
down to like $15.
Nice,
So
nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
those machines are $30,000, and I mean, you know, insured them for $15.
Well, hey,
It's crazy.
well,
Some of them.
what you don't want to do is not have insurance on one of those things.
So give us a call, 740-395-0357. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight
Yes,
we have an Appalachian legend.
Mr. Ethan Michael.
Yes,
Thanks for having me.
Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome. Cheers. I don't
long
have any-
overdue
Appalachian
first.
legend,
Yeah, long overdue first
Depends who you ask,
appointment. Yeah. Well, hey man, if we're the ones defining who the legends are, then you're a legend.
Well,
my friend.
thank you.
What's
Yes.
that thing that they got Charlie Mannering and all those boys? What's that called? They're called the Appalachian.
Oh man, their band, that one. I don't know. I like it. It's a great band.
Yeah,
name.
it's something Appalachian.
Pretty much, if you throw in Appalachian to anything, by my
Yeah.
opinion, I find it to be a winner.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a head start.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's hard to go south after that.
But man, we wanted to. I've been looking forward to talking to you. We've talked about having you on here for a while because we know of all the Michaels, Ethan's gonna bring the party.
Oh,
Yeah. Now, no offense to the other guys,
Yeah.
we like
You guys
them
are
too.
solid.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, you
yeah,
know.
oh
yeah.
my, they're incredible.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are.
Yeah, they're solid, but they're not Ethan.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
and then thank God for that.
Yeah.
You know.
What is all we need.
So I'm
You
a
know?
lot more docile these days.
Are you?
So, oh yeah.
I always remember, like,
Yeah.
if I would run into Ethan Michael, you just thought, all right.
Oh, it was a tornado.
Yeah, here
it really
comes.
was.
Well, it was like, man, we're going to take it up a few notches
Yeah.
tonight.
We're gonna take.
and I believe I'm up for the challenge, and I'm excited.
Yeah. I can't say that.
We're gonna drink from the garden hose.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, tonight we are not going to mess around tonight.
Yes.
There'll be no messing about.
So, like I said, Appalachian Legend.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because
Yeah.
I do. I can remember playing at a few places, and you came in, and when you came in, the party started.
It was.
Back Jim and Eddie's days, and I remember you being down to Swamps one time whenever I was playing down there. You and your brothers was on.
Those old stomping grounds.
Yeah. I don't get
there's-
out. Are you getting out much? I know. I mean,
No.
you just turned 40, man.
Yeah, no, I stay home. Been homeschooling the kids, so
Yeah.
you know,
That's awesome, man.
back when that started.
Yeah.
but I've just become very kind of reclusive.
Yeah.
So I still get out and about. Like I say, we just went to Columbus for.
You know, we've discussed it with several people, but the whole pandemic thing that put people in the home for a while, it really kind of changed, at least mine, and I think Pudge. Doesn't it change your perspective on life a little bit, or has? I mean, 2020 really kind of changed a lot of the way I viewed things.
Absolutely.
Would you say you'd be a buyer on that?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yes, living proof. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just, and I know it was a coin toss for people whether the pandemic was positive for them
Yeah.
or if it was absolute misery.
Yeah.
So my heart goes out to all those people.
Oh, absolutely.
I tell you that.
But mine was a great experience.
It seems like the single people were just ready to eat through the walls.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like
Yeah.
I can remember running, people coming in the bar back then, and you know, they were talking to me about the bar. I'm ready for this to end, and I'm like, I think it's kind of cool.
need to mingle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as the pandemic wasn't touching you or your family personally, it did allow for some introspection and time to be around your family and that inner unit. I mean, it was a, it was a throwback, man. I mean,
absolutely.
So you were an iron worker. You know, I've known you, man. We're the same age, so you know, I feel like I've known you for. You know,
I remember
at this-
the free throw contest at the memorial, at the high school. Yeah, I mean,
hoop
and
shoot.
then through and through Rochelle and them.
Yeah,
I always remember you in Oak Hill.
Yep. So I feel like at this point, you know, you're lifelong. You know,
Absolutely.
And so, but you know, I knew you were an iron worker for 13 years. You know.
Yes,
And,
and that was a great thing.
Yeah.
I fit into that kind of.
What led you
world.
into that, Ethan?
I actually went to OU
Okay.
with no direction at all. Was there for a long time.
Court Street. That was where your direction.
Well, I stayed productive. I was a manager at the dining hall, so I was constantly working and then neglecting class and going out.
Yeah.
No direction.
Were you there for a minute, or I mean?
Oh, several years. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I mean, it was. I completely, wasted my money.
Okay,
But
okay, yeah.
learned a lot.
Sure.
Then I went to Rio to be a teacher,
Okay.
and that was going well. And then I got into the classroom and realized that's not for me.
I had a similar epiphany.
And had
Yeah,
a bunch
yeah.
of friends doing the ironworking thing,
Yeah.
so kind of I was like, hey, I'm ready to try that and be outside, and it was very fun for the most part.
Yeah.
So then you got out of that, and while we're here, you spent a little bit of time. You went to OU and worked.
I left the ironworkers. I got hired as an assistant manager in a maintenance shop, and it was a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
I worked for the best man on earth,
Okay.
Mark Metz.
Oh, okay.
And did I think 2 years there,
Okay.
and then
Then COVID
the roller
hit.
coaster
Yep.
started.
Then the pandemic.
the world roller coaster
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you said 200 of you lost your job at that point.
200 positions, yes,
Was
in
what?
one day, and then I think there was more cuts later.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
it was like axe day.
That
for
was
200 people.
That was newsworthy. Remember that?
I
Yes.
do. I
Yes,
do remember
absolutely.
when that
hit the
hit.
news.
So you were caught up in that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So then, where are we now, man?
Okay. Well, I've always been artistic.
Yeah.
I was a kid that got behind in class because I was dreaming and drawing.
Yeah.
And
I can definitely see
I
you
would
do
have
that.
no notes, but I'd have a beautiful picture of something.
Yeah.
And my wife and I actually started selling little ornaments at Christmas, which did,
Christmas of 20.
I think 19 and 20.
1920. Okay.
So we were doing that stuff, and I just started with, I had a little wood burner from Walmart. We started I was like, let's burn them, and she paints them beautifully. She's awesome. And once I had all this time on my hand, I decided to upgrade equipment. And the pieces of wood just kept getting bigger, and the ideas weren't Christmas themed.
right.
So, and just like I said, I'm a dreamer, and all this stuff just comes out of me onto the
So you come up with this business, and it is called
Smoke Dreams.
Smoke Dreams.
And it'll actually be, when we get the website up, Smoke Dreams Art.
Yeah, Smoke
Well, I'm
Dreams
going
are-
to tell you something, man. Mad props to your logo and name, dude. I mean, that is awesome. I mean,
I
great
love it.
branding there, dude.
What's the premise behind the name? I mean, just
Well, if you see me wood burn with this
Wood burn,
thing,
yeah.
I mean, there's smoke billowing.
Yeah.
And then everything that comes out, it comes out of my head, so it's a smoke dream. Each
Yeah.
thing is a smoke dream.
oh, that's cool.
It's
That's
awesome,
cool,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what this is? So you're basically taking a bulk piece of wood. Right, and then you're taking a handheld wood burner. Everybody's seen the etching burners, they call them.
Yes, yeah. This is a one on steroids.
Yeah. So and it's like a pin, basically,
A big pin, yes.
a big pin, and at the end of it is just electricity.
Yeah,
gas.
you got like 2-inch like metal tips that go in, and you got to screw them in.
Okay.
I mean, it's
So then they're just getting the juice.
it's a lot of electricity.
Lot of
It'll
electricity.
get cherry red.
Cherry red, and then
It'll-
you're sculpting or you're burning. You're not. This isn't a drawing that we're getting ready to look at. So
Now, I mean, I definitely sketch stuff out.
sure,
Like on a face.
Yeah.
I mean, you
kind of
have
like a
to.
tattoo type of deal.
That's exactly. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I really am, because that's the best way to describe what I do. Is once you lay the heat to it, you're tattooing the wood.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there.
You're
It's-
tattooing wood.
Yes.
Now, is this a popular medium? I mean, is this or is yours? Is this kind of an original type thing? The way you paint and do this, or is this something you have seen?
I would like to think it's original. With all there's so much artistry across the world.
Sure.
I'm sure somewhere someone's doing something.
But you weren't familiar with it,
Not at
so.
all.
Okay.
My wife actually said after she looked at the family canvas on the wall, everybody's got the wraparound canvas.
Sure,
that are
sure.
so nice.
Yeah.
She was like, "How about doing a wraparound?" So we took a piece of wood, and for our dear friend Hillary Morris Needham.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For Hillary, we made an Apple Tower wraparound, and we haven't stopped.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
everything is the wraparound.
Yeah.
And it's just
Okay.
it works out
Where,
perfectly.
does she live here?
She and her husband Tim are in Dayton.
They moved to Dayton. They were here.
Oh yeah, they were on High Street for a while, and then Tim got an awesome job in Dayton.
Okay.
In electrical engineering.
There are OU people with us. I was in there.
So he's down with the aerospace people, or aeronautics, whatever.
Okay.
And just nailing it.
Okay, so you make her a wrap around to the Apple Tower.
The Apple Tower.
That's, I've known Hillary. That's hanging in her house.
Yeah, and I put on it, all is not right with the world when a Jackson girl misses the Apple Festival. Yeah. Because it got canceled. So I was like, and, everybody hates missing the Apple Festival, but I knew it hit her hard.
So we're burning wood. So let's look at it, man. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Well, we can start with give me your gifts.
Oh.
These are just on 4x4 composites.
Nice, man.
It's what I like to call the Patriotic Patterns.
Ooh, thank you.
So that's for you guys.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
man. That's
at
awesome.
home and stare.
That's going to
awesome.
be in the office piece right there.
Yeah, man.
You should sign them.
So those I start out with the star in the middle. I stencil the star because stars are weird.
So, but you don't have your name. You don't have your name on here anymore.
No, I will though.
Yeah. You need to have your signature.
Maybe we can put a sticker on the back.
Oh, yeah.
But I do need to do that. I grabbed it in the rush.
Do you have it on those ones?
On most of them.
Yeah. I would say you got to have a signature mark.
Yeah, none of these have gone out the door yet.
Okay.
Even the ones that are purchased. So, but there'll be an ending stage on each project that has the name and
cool.
The logo.
Well, tell us about this stuff. Okay, so you pick it. Which one?
Okay. This one, and like I said, my good friends Andy and Jared from Southern Cabinetry have provided the wood pieces. This is actually a piece of cherry. But this I gave to my awesome friend Dustin Herbert. That's Doc Watson, kind of coming out of a piece of wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So you're making? Did he tell you to make this for him, or you're just making it for him?
No, just
make it.
I thought for a while. I've given many things out as gifts.
Yeah.
And I just let it ponder in my head until something just kind of pops.
Yeah.
I stared at that thing for a half hour.
So are you staining the? I mean, this is the tree.
This is one of the few I've done, and even the Sturgill that you'll see in a minute, that the collaring is actual stain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's different stains. And,
That's great.
These are one of the more unique art forms I have ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's all just kind of, it just rolled
I mean,
out.
the 3D texture to them too, man. I mean,
this
unreal.
next one's my favorite.
Me too.
Let's get to this next one.
Okay, I'll put this one.
I want to know what the story behind what inspired you to do this, other than just his album, Sturgill Simpson.
I think we've seen him 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
Pre-pandemic, obviously. And his concerts blew me away. I mean, and never left. They'll never leave my memory. Him with the horn section behind him. I mean, it was like a Blues Brothers type thing.
I know. Saturday Night Live show he did.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, he's changing.
You have that. Remember that deal when Prince got out there with like Tom Petty and all.
And then my guitar gently weeps. Yes.
And then that was a showstopper.
Floored the world.
That was one of the all-time best live performances ever.
Yeah.
And
everybody's like, he's one of the greats.
He's one of the greats over that. Well, that Sturgill Simpson Saturday Night Live show was on that level.
I like that correlation. That was right on.
Yeah,
yes, absolutely.
I personally, I've never seen a better one than that. Than the Prince. The Prince one was awesome.
The Prince one is just Prince flexing hard.
Obviously, like a much bigger name. I mean, no doubt.
When he has a name,
Petty. Right. Before he became a symbol. Yeah.
But I mean, so let's talk about this Sturgill Simpson thing, because I'm a huge Sturgill guy, and I wasn't, man. I bucked that hard. You would have been so disappointed in me. I bucked that Tyler Childers stuff and the Sturgill Simpson stuff hard. But
I got a Tiger one in the works.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. He's changing it too. These Kentucky boys.
Oh man.
Did you like Sturgill's Bluegrass album?
Oh my goodness. How could you not?
How could you not?
Yeah. And we were watching the live feed. It was either Freddie or Jimmy Dan said, you need to get on Sturgill's live stream. Is when he had the Kentucky sweatshirt, and he announced during that.
Okay.
At the end of the show, he's like, "I'm doing a bluegrass album," and everybody at home listening, and the whole crowd was like,
Yeah.
"Heck yeah,
Yeah.
So, and then it didn't take him long. He had that thing out quick.
Yeah.
And you could tell that's where his heart was too. Like, not,
Well, yeah,
or a piece of it.
in his roots, big time.
Oh, my.
That's in his genes.
So let's see this thing.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
That is.
The
that is
camera
just-
won't do this thing justice, but I mean, just the detail in that right there. And I mean, you're switching a brush every time. I mean, that's a different stain.
It's a different stain.
That's that's incredible, especially what you did here with all this.
That was a trial and error one I've done. Been working at perfecting faces for years, and I'm getting
Now,
better.
have you on any of these, like, are any of these, like, did it take you a couple tries to get to here? Or, like,
doing a face on something like that, that can take as much time as anything on some of them. Sometimes they just flow out. Sometimes, I mean, you're just erasing, lining, and I mean,
dude, the
you're
detail,
shaping it.
the detail in his eyes and his mouth, like you can almost see like the smoke coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, listen,
I mean,
I'm not an artsy liberal kind of guy, or your liberal arts or whatever you call it, but I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like that.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like he's alive, dude.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
that
that
is
is
the most 3D tripping thing.
I know.
I mean, he
Like,
would love
can't
that.
you see like the smoke coming out of his mouth
Yeah.
right there, man?
Yeah.
I mean, that is unreal, dude.
So that's with that equipment I have now, and it takes forever and ever.
So where did you find the equipment and everything? I mean,
Online.
okay,
I
you just started shopping.
When I had the revelation that it's time to get serious.
Okay, now that was let's dive into that a minute. So you're doing this, and obviously you enjoy doing it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so like at what point did you say, okay, I'm passionate about this. I'm going to start a business, and I'm going all in.
I've mentioned. Oh, I'm sorry about the knock. I've mentioned Jared Willis, a brother of mine. I did for him and I should have gotten off of him and brought it. I'll send you pictures of it for sure. I did a Grateful Dead piece with all the Grateful Dead characters and the skull in the middle, and it's daylight on one side and nighttime on the other, and
Oh my!
Everything came together beautifully. And I was like, I'm going to put this on the Grateful Dead Facebook page and just see what kind of response I get.
Right.
And in the blink of an eye, I had over 500 likes and probably 100 comments of people saying,
Wow.
what's happening here?
Yeah.
And I told him when I presented it, this is something I'm trying to get into, and here's my first real big, in-depth piece.
Do you have a website?
Not yet. We are currently dabbling in putting an official Smoke Dreams website up.
Awesome.
So that's a work in progress. That's definitely happening this summer.
So was it with that one particular piece that you were like, okay, man, this is real. Like I can do this?
Yeah, absolutely. The response from the page overwhelmed me. I mean, emotionally, I was like overwhelmed. I was like, this is going to work.
This
is feedback from a great group of a demographic, the Deadheads.
Oh my goodness! One of the most famous demographics on the planet.
And the ones that have survived, are doing okay for themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the response was just magical. And at that moment, I was like, I was born to do this anyway. I always knew that in the back of my head growing up.
Right.
This is what I was good at.
You
wanted to be an artist.
Me.
Yeah.
You've dabbled in music, and I mean, not dabbled. I mean, I'm saying playing. I mean, you've always played music, and you've always been really into just artistic styles of everything that you've ever done.
We're a cultured group. I've been very blessed to have parents that cultured us on I mean, from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Sure.
And
Your dad,
music was at the
Sure,
center.
he introduced me to some great music, man.
Sure.
Jeff
my.
Atchison.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, man, that was great. Your dad, he's had him. I've went to see him a couple times when your dad's had him.
Yeah.
Hey, that guy's phenomenal.
Music is just, I mean, it's a part of who we are, and it's so therapeutic for us.
Your dad did a series at the Colonial there for a while.
Yes,
didn't he?
that was-
that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was splendidly done. I mean, he put a lot of work into organizing that, you know.
Yep.
And
Kind of. We just did one of those up here, kind of.
Yeah.
what
With Nick.
what he proved there was if you put the legwork in, you can get the talent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
They're feasible to get.
You can get them. It takes you a
Absolutely.
while, but once you crack it,
Yes.
you can get in there.
Yes, you got it.
You know,
I mean, it's a legwork,
yeah.
but you can reach these people's
especially
managers
now.
or whoever,
Yeah.
and they'll talk to you.
Sure.
And
And
if
then
you've
if-
got the money, they've got the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So are people like that Sturgill? Where's it going, or is that your class?
That one, what I've done this past year is, once I realized this is what I'm going to do, it was just
Kind of building inventory.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Just be creating.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so that one is not set for anybody
Yeah.
in particular. You know, it's on the market. You know.
Yeah. So when the website is up, do you plan to sell these online? Or do you plan to have like a gallery or?
We'll definitely do a gallery for people that are not in it for original art.
Sure.
I'm going to definitely take pictures by our
You'll-
product photographer, Dustin Herbert.
Oh,
a good friend
awesome,
of mine
yeah.
is an amazing photographer, and he's got a little.
So he's making prints of them or whatever.
where he's getting the shots that we can
Nice.
do.
So what if you wanted, like, somebody wanted their family done? Would you do that?
I would definitely talk to him about it. And yeah, I do that kind of thing.
Yeah. I just didn't know if that was the route you were wanting to go. If you're more like, just
No,
stick with my
I
own art.
definitely I'm up for a conversation about any project, really.
Yeah.
But not every picture that people would possibly want work for what I do.
Right.
You
right.
know what I
right.
mean?
Right.
But yeah, I've got one in the works now of two people.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, you're obviously skilled enough to do it, but like
Oh,
you said, it has to work.
Yes.
It has to
absolutely.
work.
It's
Well,
gotta
I think
be-
there has to be a bit of artistic license, not just a photograph or a
Absolutely.
you know.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, it's kind of like a challenge.
Sure.
But
yeah.
and one that's fun to do.
Yeah.
But my heart is just with the creative
Yeah.
Sure.
part
Sure.
of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm up for a conversation.
So
about it.
where do you think your starting, price will be? I mean, how are you determining that? I mean, it's got to be a tough question.
It is.
Some of them probably take longer than others.
Absolutely.
How long would Sturgill take you there?
Sturgill took a good solid week.
Yeah.
Added up a solid week.
Well, I mean, the detail in that.
Oh
is-
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's-
believe every bit of that. If
I mean-
you would see that.
Yeah. I quite frankly, I'm surprised you got that done in a week.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I mean,
like,
you're putting a lot of hours in
No,
getting
I'm
that
talking about a full 7 days of.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
a full solid week.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I mean, I don't know if you care
no,
to say.
I would. The Sturgill, I'd probably be in the, 6 range, around there.
600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I think that's for the detail of that.
Oh my, yeah.
I mean, and what I tell people who talk to me about it is seeing's believing. Before I tell any potential client, you got to come see what I've got,
Yeah.
how it looks, how natural light reflects
You're-
off of it before we even talk about a price.
Sure.
You
Sure.
know.
You're not, and I mean the good thing. I mean they're dealing with the guy that made it, so there's probably there's room to talk.
Absolutely.
There's room to talk.
Yeah.
There's-
Yeah. I mean that.
You're just trying. You're trying
It's-
to
You're selling stuff.
you're selling
so, I
stuff.
mean,
Yeah. And I
Well,
mean,
you got different sizes. You got, something like this probably doesn't take 7 days to make.
No.
Whereas,
that we're doing $20.
yeah.
So-
Well, I mean, it's, but then
and
some
I
of
mean,
them,
I mean, like honestly, like the craftsmanship that goes into that
Oh
is
my
worth
God.
that's worth the 60.
That's what I mean,
Or,
yeah.
You're not 60. That's worth the 600. But
Oh,
I mean,
my.
I mean, like I know that you just didn't do that in 15 minutes.
No.
nah.
Like that was probably 2 or 3 hours.
I would say with the paint or everything, I would say an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're not. I mean that hourly wage is not that much.
No, and I kind of, I'm thinking 25 an hour starting out at this early stage.
Yeah.
I think it's that in depth.
How do you go about, like, did you have a baseline? Like, did you have an understanding for how people price art and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I've done some.
I mean, because this is like super unique too.
Absolutely.
I mean, just like what we're saying, like this is a different medium.
Nobody's doing it.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, so.
And you're not hanging that picture of Sturgill Simpson. You're not going to hang that thing anywhere in your house, office, living room, wherever you want to put that thing here. And somebody's not saying, "Holy shit, what's that?"
Yeah, where did you
absolutely.
get that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and you would have to see it to understand that in person. I'm sure that the photos aren't going to do it justice, but
I'm my own worst critic, so when I give myself the mental green light to keep going, I know I'm doing. It's time to go to the next step, and it's working.
Yes.
oh man,
The effect is coming out that I've
that is
foreseen.
that is one of those. I mean, that's no different than putting an elk head on your wall.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
dude.
that's-
I mean, that's
So
mean-
I'm interested to see what it does out there in the world online.
I think
because
I
that's the
think you're
thing
going to be
about-
very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I think. I mean, that's the ultimate test. Because someone around,
I mean, with stuff like that, do you start with like kind of a grassroots thing where people are looking at it live, or is this something you take directly to the internet? Or, I mean, can people get the full appreciation of it by looking at it on a website? Or, like, do you take it to a gallery in the Short North in Columbus and do a, on a gallery hop or something like that?
I'm definitely open, throughout the journey I'm on and what's to come. Definitely being traveling and
doing that.
mingling with other people that
Other
are
vendors.
and just people with like-minded.
What kind of trade show or vendor fair would that be for that type of just any arts?
I'm as ignorant about that.
My guess is, what I was thinking, where I was going with that is like, they'll have a guest artist at some of these galleries there along the Short North, and once a month they have the gallery hop, which used to be a big event, and each gallery would feature
Somebody's
a different artist. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And,
Our good friend Freddie lives.
Carpenter?
They just moved. Yeah,
Oh,
they
is
live
he
in the
down
Short.
there?
They're near the Short North,
Yeah.
right
I
around
haven't
there.
seen Freddie for-
Yeah, great.
I don't
great
even know if
area
they
of this
still.
world.
I don't know if they still do the gallery hops. But man, that used to be awesome. And I mean, I'm not a guy. I don't really know anything about art, but like, what cool events you go down there to. One of the coolest sections of Columbus.
It is.
And it's just gallery to gallery, and whether you like art or not, everything is so different and unique. It's just very interesting, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Dustin and
surprised
I
they
were there
haven't-
last weekend, and it was so refreshing to be in the Short North.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just-
yeah.
It revitalizes you. It
Oh, it's
really
unreal.
does.
It's unreal.
Humanity at its best.
Oh, it is. It is.
I never get down there.
Well, you go out there and you're kind of like, man, am I in Ohio? Where the world am I, man?
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, there is a vibe down there, man.
Oh, great
I mean,
music,
yeah,
art,
yeah.
restaurants that
Yeah.
are just
Yeah.
off the charts.
Yeah, we just don't go out much. Honestly, we're just in that stage. We're not going.
That's kind
Yeah, I
of,
get you.
that's the.
Yeah.
But like I said, this stuff is just mind blowing. So what else you got,
Show us
man?
another one, man.
This is one. The story on this one is so special.
Love this piece.
That's André Fezzik being choked out by Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
And what had happened was
Andre getting choked out by Bernie
In the mittens.
in the mittens.
Yeah, yeah.
That's some of my
yeah.
best work. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Unreal.
That
Oh, that's unreal. Look at the mittens.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
the mittens are
Run your
identical.
finger across it, man.
Oh,
That's what
wow.
I was doing.
And you could almost
And
go
it's
to sleeve.
wraparound, man. Yeah.
And
That's what- look at the
that
side.
hair. Look at his hair.
Oh, I know.
It's like he's got soul.
Look
glue
at the
in it.
side and the top and the bottom of the painting too. I mean,
that's unreal. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
But my wife and I watched.
Oh, you can't hurt it.
No. Hey, thank you to Southern Cabinetry for the strongest.
I mean, you could.
Board-
Hey, that thing
Yeah.
falls off the wall. It's not,
This
Yeah.
stuff. This is the stuff that builds school
Yeah,
countertops and
yeah.
stuff. I mean,
Do you,
this is the real.
now, do
deal.
you coat it with something Ethan, when you're
There's a gloss spray.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that keeps just for you have to.
Yeah.
Just for protection, and it bounces the light off of it and makes it come to life. And that's why I said people have, if you want to come commission a piece, come see them in person and see what it does.
pick your
that's what I mean,
size,
man.
pick
And,
your
and I mean,
perspective will change
run
on
your
it.
hand across it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's
Absolutely.
unbelievable, man. I mean,
But we watched that documentary. Have you seen the Netflix documentary of André the Giant?
oh yeah.
I haven't. No.
Mind blowing. A great
Yeah.
documentary.
Yeah.
Well, Shyla and I watched that one night, and I was like, I declared, I have to do an André the Giant project. I have to. I could see the hair like that already on the board.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like 3 days later, was the inauguration,
And you had that picture?
exploded
Yeah.
everywhere.
The meme.
So I got that picture, and we got to talking, like, you got to capture this moment in time of Bernie Sanders in a
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
And then the wheels were spinning and spinning, and all of a sudden that came out of my head.
Yeah.
My thought was, where could I put Bernie that no one else in the world doing memes is putting?
Yeah.
And it clicked. André the Giant was
Yeah.
already in my brain
Yeah.
anyway.
Putting- choking
so I
André
went
the
to the
Giant
Princess
out. Yeah.
Bride. That's from the Princess Bride.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
When he gets choked out by Wesley.
Yes.
Well, my friend Dustin calls me after I show it to him and said, man, that was so great what you did because of the line he says before they fight hand to hand. And I was like, the line? I was like, I didn't grasp what he was saying, so I downloaded it on YouTube, watched the scene again, and right before they fight, André the Giant, Fezzik, looks at Wesley and says, why the mask? And he goes, oh, they're actually quite comfortable, and I think that in the future, everyone will be wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And here's Bernie with the pandemic mask, and damn it if we weren't all wearing masks.
Oh, that's great.
And
Yeah.
after Dustin told me that, it sent chills down my spine.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was like the universe came,
Yeah, yeah,
it was
yeah.
amazing. So yeah, this is a very special piece.
Oh, that is.
So
Is that a commission piece or?
there's discussion
With that one?
with someone.
Yeah.
But
Then what's the next one? The Beatles.
this is one for that my father ordered. So this is we're talking about doing a revolver project, and I got to give a props out to growing up. I'd go to work with Dad at the court.
Yeah.
And there was a lovely lady that worked with him. Everybody, you remember Martha Walk?
Oh, yeah.
Martha's husband, Dave, was a
phenomenal.
phenomenal
Is.
artist. Still
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
absolutely. And he did a revolver project.
Yeah.
And hung it up, and someone had it in a frame there.
Yeah.
And I would go there and stare at that project every day.
Yeah.
And it changed me. And I mean, it was a very positive influence on me.
Yeah.
And I don't think Mr. Walk even knows that.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him in probably 30 years.
Yeah.
And, but anyway.
He's a freak when it comes to like his artistic ability.
Oh, he's so good.
He's good.
He's phenomenal.
His son Nathan is that way too.
Great.
He's my
great.
cousin.
Good.
Man, they are just gifted in that category. I mean,
Well, I guarantee it. Yeah, I guarantee it.
man.
It's
Yeah,
trouble.
I've seen some. I mean, and this stuff is right here with
That
us.
is unbelievable.
That's
So,
unbelievable.
yeah, he
And this
unknowingly-
is a wood burn.
This is all burnt. Check. You can see every groove on
Yeah,
on the
I can feel it, man. I mean,
everything's burnt.
that is
High
a
heat.
wood burner, man.
Like we
Yeah.
were talking earlier, it's literally a wood tattoo.
Yeah,
That's unreal,
And
man.
I mean,
with
it's,
color.
Yeah, and I mean, it's
And
obviously
even the top up here. I mean, this is wrapped.
yes, absolutely.
So, I mean, not to go totally ignorant on you here, man, but like, what's the step-by-step process of your artwork? I mean, does this start with a sketch with pencil?
Yes.
Or does it start with the
Most
wood
of
burner? Or okay.
Most of them, I got an idea in my head, and you have, like I said, if you got a tattoo, they put the outline on your
Sure
thing
they do.
first.
Yes.
You have to.
Yeah.
Unless you're in prison or
Yeah.
Pumpkin Town.
Yeah.
So you gotta sketch it before you burn it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
For the most part. Now, once I get into
Let's
out
be
here,
efficient.
Yeah.
Now out here in the crazy stuff, I can start getting in the groove and kind of get in a trance and start doing that without sketching anything.
Okay, but like, so the burning then would be the second step, and then you start applying paint.
Well, show us the other one. Show us the one that you're starting, and that's a great example of it. You know, so I mean, you'll go from something like this.
Yes, this is something completely abstract, and it's what we like to call the Nature's Grain series. This is the number one, and if you take a look, you can see the grains on this board.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's a beautiful design.
I don't know if you can see that, but that's the true grain, and then back here you burnt.
Yes, all the orange, reds, and yellow, all the lines that border those
are the true grain
That's
of the wood.
That's the true grain, and then I lay the burner into it deep.
Deep, yeah.
You can see on the eyeball.
And I mean, you're finger painting that, not finger painting, but you're like fingertip paint brush.
Yeah, there's paint markers. We use brushes. I use my thumb a lot. My wife actually is dabbling in multiple techniques, and like on the Bernie Sanders coat, she mixed paint for a while until we got that crazy.
So she actually she partners with you in doing this. She does a lot, helps you with a lot of the painting and stuff.
The happiest we'd ever been. I mean. We've come a long way. Really, you were talking about that legendary person. I had to kill that guy.
I had to. Yeah. I've been there.
For the sake of everyone in this town.
That's a great way of putting that.
Yeah. I had to kill that guy.
No, I don't think. I mean, it wasn't as. I know what you're saying, and I was the same way, and I think but every guy at a certain age. Kind of kills that guy.
Oh yeah.
And mine was
it's a rite of passage.
Mine was hiding mental stuff that I should have dealt with properly years before, and I chose not to.
Yeah.
And hid it in alcohol and craziness.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, talking that mic a little bit.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But
it's not for me. It's for them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But this one.
That's amazing. Whew. And you're not. This is just the start. You're not done with this yet.
No. This one's got a little ways to go, but done enough to bring.
Yeah.
And so this one, that's what came out, and it's been this series. I'm excited to do more.
Yeah,
I've got like 6 foot pieces.
That's cool. Yeah.
Pieces 6, 8 feet that I'm going to do this on.
Wow.
So I mean, someone could hang it like over their mantle.
Yeah.
And I mean,
what is the biggest piece you've done thus far?
I've actually got a Pink Floyd one started. It's on, I think, 30-inch by 30-inch maybe. I mean, it's monster.
TV.
Nice.
It's bedroom style TV.
Yeah, I cover it with a towel when I work, and I use it as my countertop.
Oh my!
And then I'll flip the towel over and burn on it a little bit. And then, so I've got so many projects going on at once.
Did you have a shop?
Yeah, I converted our garage into a studio, and my son. Awesome son Waylon and his friends, the Crooked Foot.
Yeah.
We got
that are crossing their fingers for the weather.
Yes, absolutely. Crooked Foot tomorrow at the festival.
Debut.
The debut of Crooked Foot.
Yeah, the debut of Crooked Foot. What Crooked Foot?
Waylon, Andrew, and William.
That's awesome.
Are nailing life, and occasionally my nephew Kenton plays keyboards for them. These kids are just nailing life. It's fun to watch.
That's dangerous right there. That might be a good mixture. That might go on the road.
So I mean, they're 14 and 15, and just they're doing this on their own accord.
Yeah,
and their band director, they're all in band. Their director's he's
very supportive. And
to see the students do it naturally.
Oh yeah,
is what a rewarding feeling.
Oh, it's
So that the garage is an art studio, sound studio.
A lot happening. A lot happening in that garage.
And Ray Dunn storage.
So, my! There you go.
It's the happiest place. It's a happy place. You can take a break and play Nintendo with your 4-year-old.
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, it's a good day.
Yeah.
Sounds like Google.
It sounds like you've certainly got the job you want.
Absolutely. So if this pans out, I mean,
Yeah.
work in my pajamas.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Show us the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is that
stay
the
tuned. More of the
for
nature's
that one?
grain.
Yeah,
Where
that's
can
awesome.
they find you at? Where can they find you? On Facebook?
Yeah, get me on Facebook.
Just your
Messenger's
personal
fine.
page?
Yep,
Just
that'd be
Ethan
fine.
Michael?
Just message, or on Instagram, it's Ethan.14.
Okay.
So
We'll share your
right
link with
now,
it. Yeah.
absolutely. Oh gosh, this one I'm really excited about. This one's nowhere near done, not even close. But
Nick was excited about this.
yes, this was fun to share with him. He's fun to share this stuff with.
Yeah.
He's an inspiration.
He is.
He really is. It was great talking to him this week.
So this is your Seasons of Mushrooms.
Yes, the actual name of this one is, and I love alliteration. I do. I'm a sucker for alliteration.
Okay.
This is Seasonal Scenes of Succulents.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yes. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Succulents.
Yeah, I love it.
Triple S.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that's just taken one of many of each season.
Look at the detail on this fox over here, man.
That's
Or
a
coyote. I'm sorry.
So you got the morels and the frog, spring.
And the frog is actually looking at a fly on a blade of grass.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Wow.
He's staring
Yeah,
at it. He's about to nail it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then, what do we have here? What kind of
Here in the summer, we've got the beautiful chanterelles,
Yes, chanterelles.
which I'm yet to find one of. It's on
I
my
haven't
it's
either.
on my list.
Yep, I haven't either. But they say it treats leukemia.
I've read about them,
Yeah.
and they can't stop saying enough good things.
Yeah.
about 'em.
And now, when's the season on those ones? That'll be like July, probably through August, September.
You could go out and find them now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's getting hot enough to.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
They're like right at the tail of the morels.
Okay. And how long? For how long?
I think just warm weather. You know,
Okay.
once it starts cooling off again, they got a window of warm weather, and once
So-
it gets too hot,
Yeah. I mean,
and
it's a
then
fungus.
cool off.
Yeah.
So, but on this one, I'm trying to do 2 living animals
What's that?
in each. This one's a deer hoof with a tick on it.
Okay.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
Wow.
there's some more detail on the deer leg I need to do.
Oh, yeah. Now I can see it. Right. Yeah.
It's got the Lone Star tick is what I've got on its leg.
Okay.
And
then, so is this Chicken of the Woods?
absolutely,
Yeah, it is.
That's one of the best.
Oh, Lord.
You go
We
out
had it
there-
on the
oh,
show.
We ate it on
did
the
you?
show.
Good,
Yeah, oh,
good,
it was
good,
great.
good.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Clint Charrington hooked me up with,
Oh,
with
absolutely.
a 5-gallon
Yeah.
baggie of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were amazing.
So I found several batches last year and cooked them
I've
up
never
for
found that
everybody.
either.
And
I'm big into the oysters. I found a bunch of
the
them.
oysters are phenomenal.
Morels. Found velvet shank. Now, Nick argues with me on this, but I found it one time. I found some ear jelly.
Oh yeah,
I found a lot of ear jelly around
the
here.
wood ear. Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
I've not dabbled in eating it yet.
What was the other one I ate? I don't know.
I mean, you've had a bunch
Have you
of
found the
morels.
lion's mane?
I haven't found lion's
I know
mane
Nick
yet.
found one. I found what I thought was a really good one.
Uh-huh.
And then when I went home and sauteed it, it was past its prime, and it was devastating because
Was it?
I've read the rave
so
reviews.
excited. Yeah,
about-
you're
Supposed
so
to taste just
excited
like
about-
lobster and crab.
Oh yeah. They're like it's like expensive seafood, good seafood.
Yeah.
you know. So I was excited, and I took that bite, and it tasted like battery acid. Oh, yeah.
Did
It turns something evil.
Oh,
Did it make you sick?
No, it was
Well,
sour
immediately.
immediately.
So you just spit it out.
Absolutely, but seeing it
I haven't
was an
seen it.
emotional moment
all
because
that.
you just read about it. I read about it last year after I was terminated
Yeah.
from the university with the pandemic. I thought it was about morel time. It's the end of morel.
Oh, yeah, that's where me and Nick got. It was like,
so
oh, free
I was
time.
like, I got time on my hands now. I'm going to go get into mushrooms. I always wanted to, and
Yeah.
now's the time. And I hit it hard.
Me
and
too.
I'm glad my family.
One of the
we
best
do it as a-
experiences of my life was mushroom hunting.
Absolutely.
I don't
Absolutely.
know why. I've been in the woods all my life, but mushroom hunting was probably one of my. Mushroom hunting during COVID was one of my most fun memories of my life.
And we always say it's an Easter egg hunt for everybody, for
Yeah.
adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really is. It
is.
Especially in morels when you know they're up.
Oh yeah.
Do you prefer to game hunting?
It's right there with it.
It's
Yeah.
pretty,
Not
pretty
necessarily.
close.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm going to put just mushroom hunting in that category.
Okay.
Because morels, Ethan will probably vouch. I love morels, and I think they're delicious. But every mushroom on that thing is delicious.
Absolutely. And that's what, surprisingly, when I've talked to people, I grew up with, I was surprised how many people have not heard of the other ones or even messed with them.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I've seen that orange stuff my whole life, and we never messed with it. And it's like,
Well, they probably
it's
thought
a
that was-
home run.
Yeah.
They probably
it
thought
is.
that was jack-o'-lantern too.
Maybe. And they might have
That's
been
the
told
scary
not to-
thing about mushroom hunting to me is like it seems like a lot of them kind of look alike, and you can take a real bad turn there.
Once
Once
you
you
know,
read it.
once you read
Okay.
it, you
Read
got
about
something.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have to be, just totally ignorant. Don't go out ignorant and eat stuff.
Yeah. Right.
But,
right.
but
right.
yeah, but if you see especially with the apps nowadays, I use
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
my-
Picture this.
Pictures this,
Yes.
and that. Do that.
$20
and
a year.
Take a picture of it and boom. Yeah.
It'll send you its scientific name, and just Google that and say, "Is this edible?" And it'll tell you typically, and it'll tell you the generic name.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll
Yeah.
give you 4 possibilities, so you can kind of
Yeah.
Cross
do some
reference there a
homework.
little bit.
Do your own homework on
Yeah.
what you're seeing.
I don't
Yeah.
worry about it now.
I don't either.
Yeah.
With the ones I eat,
Yeah.
I'm,
Very few of them are poisonous. Those
Yeah.
big white ones in your yard, don't
Yeah.
eat those.
No. Yeah.
and most of them are gastrointestinal distress.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you're dealing with. Yeah.
So-
It's not real dangerous.
Now, I do not know what is that tree oysters on the end?
Yes, those are brown winter oysters.
Brown winter
Yes,
oysters. Okay.
and I found a bunch last year.
I haven't had those. I've had the white winter oysters, or just
they're very
white,
similar.
white tree
They're
oysters.
very similar.
Yeah.
This muzzleloader
But-
season, I was in a tree stand, and I was looking, I don't know, 40 yards maybe, and I saw what I thought was chicken of the woods. Just it was in a shadowy area, and I thought that's it. I'm sitting here looking at it. I was like, I'm having a good day.
Yeah,
When I get down, I'm going to pick that and go home and eat it.
It's just the same as
And
killing a deer.
When I got down there, it was probably 9 inches wide. It was bigger than my hand.
Tree oyster.
A winter oyster. Yeah.
Did you eat it?
Yes.
Was it good?
Most of that bunch that I found were bad, but there was some really good.
What did it taste like? Bad? Just
I hacked it off.
Hacked it off,
It was
yeah.
obviously bad. So I cut it. And then that's a good thing about mushrooms. You can cut the bad off and still eat it.
Now, where are the 2 living animals in these 2 photos?
Like I
Have they
said,
not been added yet?
No, they have not.
Because I see the one very obviously, but
I'm not. I haven't. Well, actually, I put a flying V of Canadian geese by that one.
oh my, okay.
Yes, I forgot I
see
did
it.
that.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
I forgot I did that. There's a flying V there.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
So that one's got more animals in it than anyone.
Yeah, yeah.
And then with the coyote, I'm not done with the sky, and
okay.
I don't know what animal is going to go with it.
The detail with that coyote is unbelievable.
That was.
What's the
I did it today.
I mean,
What's the
yeah.
Ohio bird?
So-
Cardinal?
Yes, that would be. That's not. I like that.
Would be a bad little deal.
So,
That's cool.
but that signifies the sun's going down, and he's about ready to go lead
Yeah.
the charge.
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing. I mean,
I'll tell you, this is just such a unique style of art. I mean, I've just never quite seen anything
I'm
like
serious. You're not going to hang that right there in anywhere that you can think of. I mean, other than a private master bathroom, that nobody's going to say anything about that.
it. Yeah,
I mean, you
anywhere
hang-
you put that up, people
anywhere-
are going to talk about it.
Anywhere you put that up.
And you could look at the
Now, you think
the
about
different-
that.
the grooves.
Yeah.
in the,
Yeah.
Well, you hang
you
that.
could go in the clover.
You hang that in your.
yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's 3D. I mean, I'm dabbling with. I'm
Did you
mixing.
feel that?
Yeah, I mean,
You can
if
feel inside the clover.
oh my,
You can go in
And like
the
the
clover.
tree trunk is. I mean, it's.
feels just like
So
bark.
I'm dabbling, combining 2D and 3D.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
To your point though, Pudge, like wherever this is displayed, there's going to be a conversation where everybody walks through each Think how many times you'll have to tell that story as that's as that's up there, man. I mean, and look at the conversation that it led to just now, man. We talked about the art, and next thing you know, we're talking about each of the different mushrooms, what they taste like.
Yeah. And
I mean, it's unbelievable, man.
That's going to be no different than having a Mike Tyson signed glove or belt.
Oh, no
in your living
kidding,
room
man.
Or something. I mean,
that's a conversation piece.
Yeah,
Sitting in Eddie's,
Yeah,
but he's always got the. I love seeing the stuff he's bought.
Well, no way. But
He's got to give you.
what we got to do.
I'm sorry for the can of worms.
Well, what'll happen is Eddie might see some of this art and think that it might look good in his basement.
well,
that would be
Eddie gets a hard on to Hercules.
Hercules. Who doesn't?
And what's is it Hercules? He was
Conan the Barbarian?
He was going to take a Jeep and make it. What's the green guy? The Hulk.
Oh, the Hulk.
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, he was
Hulk.
going to get like a Jeep that was like that metallic green and put purple fenders on it and make it like the Hulk
the
Jeep.
Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
So that
Obnoxiously beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie irons his underwear and bleaches his teeth. So
Well, hey, man, you know.
I mean,
Each to his own procedure.
That's right. Each to his own procedures. Yes. I like it. But, man, Ethan, I'll tell you, man, this has been an interesting walk here, man. This is
hats off to you guys.
unbelievable, man.
well, this was because of Donnelly. I talked to him. I talked to him
Thank
the
you,
other
Nick.
day, and I didn't know you were doing this. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I saw it around Christmas.
I put it on, I think, Facebook and
Yeah.
Instagram, and then just kind of
Man.
people around, in my.
I'll tell you what,
circle,
man.
yeah.
I think that you may well have caught lightning in a bottle here. I
Thank
think
you.
as
I'm hoping
people
so.
see this,
Yeah.
I think that they're going to be absolutely amazed. I know I am.
Yeah,
And like I said, man, I'm not even a guy that knows enough about it to appreciate art, but I know this. I look at this, and I've never seen anything like this ever.
So yeah, I hope. I'd like to think that we're being original.
Oh,
that
well,
this stuff
yeah.
is coming out is
Yeah.
born in my own
Yeah,
place.
it's so cool, man.
Let's get back into these mushrooms here for a second.
Yeah, absolutely. man.
So, which is your favorite Ohio mushroom? Because here's something else I'm blown away by people that don't know that I have found. Morels are great. They're cool. It's a couple, month out of the year. It's a good little
absolutely.
treasure to
The
find.
fever of it.
The fever's cool.
Absolutely.
But you can go out and find these other ones like so much easier.
It's more laid back.
Yeah.
Are the morels just really hard to find?
Not if you know where to go.
If you go to the right spots,
Yeah.
I've had luck near creeks
Okay.
where the soil is damp but not soggy.
Okay.
But there's a water source nearby.
Okay. And then do these things, like if you find them there one time, can you go
Typically, they're
back to
there.
this place?
Typically,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes for decades.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, like those tree oysters, if you can catch the tide right on that thing,
Sure.
I mean, you'll go through the woods. Like honestly, I can honestly say this: as long as I had a day,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd starve to death in the woods.
no,
There's mushrooms. You could get full on these. Like you couldn't eat.
Are you saying these, like you've
Any
gone
of
through
them.
the, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
any of them. Like especially that chicken of the woods. I mean, you eat a plate of chicken of the woods, you're full.
Oh yeah, man.
It's incredible.
I thought I was eating meat.
Yes,
when you
absolutely.
brought that in there, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. It's I've really got into that. It's just, and I mean, we're in look how much the dense woods that we have here. We're in like
I can't get over our little jewel of Appalachia.
Oh,
I mean,
Me neither.
it's a wonderland.
it's a great place to live, man.
yeah.
I mean,
We were taking a ride the other day down CH&D, and my wife and I were talking. I was like, this on one side is nothing but swamp, and I'm
Sure.
great swamp hunting and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And the other side is rolling horse and cattle farm.
Yeah.
On the other side of the road.
Yeah.
And it's like
And then right beside that is
Two
200
different-
acres of woods.
two different terrains.
oh, I know. Yeah.
Right there.
Right
and,
there
and we
together.
got the best wood. We've got really good woods.
Yeah.
And, excellent farmland. And then the creeks are incredible. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
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 This past year, I've been taking the kids out a lot more and
You're going to have
Just-
to get you a Jeep.
just having a blast. Oh, just walking around looking for mushrooms.
Oh, we were going to
My
get
little
you.
4-year-old Case Jennings,
Oh,
he's a wild man, but he's at the right height. He's like a little hound dog from
Oh,
Morels.
okay.
Okay.
I got the gotta give a throw out our man Ian Lloyd.
Oh, hey, he's coming up.
I know that's what he
he's
said.
coming up.
I can't wait to see him on here. He'll be great. But he gave me the lowdown on a potential area, and I scoured and scoured.
Also,
and
he'll give out a
we were so
spot.
close to this spot. No, this is way far away. But he dropped a dime. It's not even on his place. It's out there.
Yeah.
It's a journey, and he was.
I told Chad he'll like Ian.
It came to fruition.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I told you you'll like Ian.
I look forward to meeting him. Yeah. I've never met him.
Well, Chad's going on vacation. After vacation, we got Ian.
Yeah,
We got him coming in.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So-
You'll enjoy him.
But man, hey, we appreciate you coming on, buddy.
Yeah. Really
and
enjoyed
I
it.
got to say, the community stuff you guys do all the
Thanks,
time.
man.
Thank you.
Salute, hats
Thank
off.
you, thank you.
And
Thank you.
We're just,
everybody-
yeah,
man.
thank you so
So,
much.
yeah.
Hey, man, we're just having fun, man.
I know.
We really are.
We're just having a good time.
You're nailing
And
lives.
we are really meeting some I mean, we've already met most of the people that are on here, but we're having some great conversations, man. And
And we're
people
getting to know people in a different way. I mean, like we said, I've known you my whole life.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know, I mean, and
yeah.
you've known the Michael family the whole life.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't know this was in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that's you know.
Brother Adam and his wife do amazing signs. Like if you wanted to sign, that says anything.
Yeah.
Is he artistic like you? I can see that.
They've got one of those awesome machines that can do all kinds of things.
Yeah,
okay.
And he's got a brilliant mind, and she's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
smart too.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it takes
Now,
takes an amazing mind to work this.
so
thing.
what's
And-
Murph's claim to fame?
Oh my goodness!
Auctioneer.
Yeah.
What is he not? I mean,
What can he not do?
yeah.
What can Seth
He's
not
the
do?
jack of all trades, and
Yeah.
he's mastered most of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's out there, and then Aaron's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, it's great to have you on, and it's great to have these conversations and let people know a little bit more about you and what you're doing. And I mean, I call on everybody. Let's support this business. Let's get it
Where
going,
can they
man.
find you? On Facebook? Just eat.
Yeah, just
you don't
go.
even have a Facebook page for this, for Smoke and Dream or Smoke Dreams.
No, it'll be LLC before long.
Okay.
But right now, it's just kind of word of mouth. Strike up a conversation, and we'll meet up and
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
so you
discuss
just
stuff.
look Ethan up, or his wife Shyla, probably.
or Shyla.
Yeah.
Absolutely. on
We'll put the
Facebook.
information.
Yeah,
we'll
have
attach
a
it here
link in
to
our
the
thing.
thing.
And so, man, hey, we appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Good
Thanks for
hanging out,
coming on.
man.
Really enjoyed it,
it's
man.
been
All right,
great.
guys. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button. We appreciate all you guys listening. Share it with your friends. And stay tuned for who's next. I think if we all goes good, we got Ian Lloyd coming up.
Well, we
next.
got a lot of good faces.
We got
lot
a
of friendly
big
faces.
summer coming up. There's also
He's,
something else in the works that we might be talking to you guys about here soon.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned with us. Hit that like and subscribe. See you. Peace.
We'll see you.
Yeah.